What's going on, guys? It's Dustin here with Custom Offsets TV on the YouTube. I'm here with K10 today, our social media rep. As you know, Parker is not here. He's actually in California with Federal doing some neat tire stuff. So we kicked him out. I'm filling in. We're back with another episode of This or That. So Keaton behind the camera is going to ask us some questions, and K10 and I are going to choose this or that. So let's kick it off. All right, so before we get into it, guys, don't forget, anything wheels, tires, suspension, you can get right from us, customoffsets.com. You can't do that. I already did it. I did the thing.
I wanted to
You can't do the thing. All right, let him do the thing. It's fine.
Okay.
But anyway, head on over to customoffsets.com. Wheels, tires, suspension. That's the plug. Let's jump into it.
Lifted Chevy Tahoe or lifted Ford Expedition?
Oh, man. All right, so preface, I'm not partial to either SUV. But if I had to pick one, I would probably say Tahoe. I had a buddy that had a Tahoe in high school on a set of 33s, and we would wheel the hell out of it. So it was a ton of fun. So yeah, for me, it's Chevy Tahoe.
Is it a two-door Tahoe or a four-door Tahoe?
Oh, that's a game changer. I didn't even think of that.
Because if it was a two-door, I would definitely do that.
Yeah, so you get like the short,
Yeah.
the lift, and yeah, okay, all right,
So
I'm with you.
That would be my choice.
Yeah, absolutely.
'Cause I think
I'm about
those
it.
are sweet.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome.
Second gen Cummins or third gen Cummins?
Second gen, all the way.
Why do you say that,
100%.
K10?
They made the 12 valve and the 24 valve. If it was a choice between the two, I would take the 12 valve.
Why?
Because P-pump, less electronics. So much easier to work with, and you can do anything with it.
No,
Besides chip into it.
but stack chips.
On the 24 valves.
It's the joke. Guys that stack Doritos
Yeah,
on
I
their
stack my
engines.
stacks on top
Yeah,
of
I
the
stack chips
Stack
on my.
the tow mirrors.
Yeah.
Fold the tow mirrors up, drive
Correct.
to town, no trailer on.
I'm gonna go third gen. For me, it's more about daily drivability, a little bit newer truck, a little bit more creature comforts. You know, for all those reasons, I'm going newer versus older.
I like that question. I've always been a Dodge guy my entire life, so that one was easy. for me, though.
Surprise!
Federal Coraja AT or Federal Coraja MT?
I'm going MT for all of the right reasons. So I like the MTs. They're a little bit more aggressive. They make a little bit more road noise, but they have that really knobby tread pattern and really just aggressive overall look. Even for like a daily drivability standpoint, I'm gonna go MTs because I think it looks just that much more aggressive.
That's a tough one. I would say MT, but I probably wouldn't ever use the MT part. I don't do a whole lot of mudding or off-roading,
I just
but
like
I
the way,
still like the aggressive look of it.
yeah, I just like the way they look.
Revive a discontinued truck or kill a current one, and which ones?
Ooh, okay. Well, how do you define truck?
I'm saying pickup truck. Any pickup truck.
So I would rather kill off the ridgeline. Can I say that on camera? Is that acceptable? All right, just making sure, I would rather kill off the ridgeline. It's kind of a truck, kind of not a truck. I feel like it's having an identity crisis. It doesn't.
Minivan.
Yeah, but it's not, but it is, and yeah, for me, it's the ridgeline's gotta go, gone. Sorry.
I would revive the Excursion.
Oh, all right. With the
because-
diesel?
With the 7.3.
Ooh, I'm about it.
But not in like a very new futuristic form like all the new ones are coming out. Maybe with the same sort of facelift, but all the old.
So like the old
Interior.
round interior with the
Yeah.
the buttons? Yeah,
I think
okay.
That'd be sweet.
I respect it, I get it.
Slammed fully built C10 or fully built lifted K10?
I don't know if I can answer this. I'm super torn on this one because both applications can look really good. So Slammed C10 has everything that's good about street trucks. They have the low to the ground, the wide tires. Generally those have put down some power, right? So it's street truck. But the other part of me says lifted show truck, big wheels and tires, powder coat everything, If I had to pick one that I would own, I'm probably gonna go Slammed C10 two-wheel drive versus a lifted four-wheel drive.
I'm not a Chevy guy. I know a little bit about both, I know the C10 was the 2-wheel drive, and I know the K was 4.
Correct.
Saying that though, I've always driven everything lifted, and I've always lifted everything I've driven. So I would have to go with a lifted K10, just because I don't ever foresee myself driving anything where I have to look up at people instead of the other way down.
That's fair.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's just me. That's just who I am. That's just what I do. That's
I'm just
what I
happy that
want.
we disagreed on something for once. We have some variety finally.
Diesel-powered midsize truck, like a Colorado.
Okay.
Okay, so like the new Titan Cummins, yeah, okay.
That's full size, isn't it?
No, that's a midsize. It's a midsize Cummins.
Yeah, but the truck is, the Titan is a full size. The Titan frame is a
we didn't even
half-ton
finish the
pickup.
question.
Diesel-powered midsize truck.
So Colorado Cummins, yeah.
Yep.
Or Colorado diesel, sorry.
Gas-powered heavy-duty truck, like a Super Duty.
Easy. Diesel. Always. Forever. Cut. Clean. Done.
No.
Yes!
No. No.
I'm going with the diesel, right? I do a lot of highway travel. I don't tow a ton, but I do like to tow a little every now and again. For me, with the increased capacity of the mid-size trucks and the diesel, right? Great fuel mileage, plenty of power, plenty of tow capacity, all the way.
I don't have anything for this one.
You gotta pick one.
It's so hard to pick between
How?
both because they're just, that's a terrible question.
It's not a terrible question.
It's a great.
It's a great question.
I want to agree with you,
But
I don't know. That's so hard.
Coda, you gotta pick one.
Is it a dually or just doesn't matter?
It's not a dually.
Not a dually?
Not a dually.
Then gas powered, Super Duty, heavy duty, big truck, lifted, oh wait, no, not turbo.
Turbo all the things.
Turbo,
Turbo all the things.
supercharged, CO2,
Yes.
stance.
America.
If you buy a lift kit and pay for a shop to install it, is it considered bought or built?
If you buy a lift kit and pay for a shop to install it, it is considered bought, in my eyes. If you buy the lift kit, your bolt-on lift kit, and install it yourself, that is built because you built it.
So my definition is I'm gonna argue with you, right? I think that that's still built to me, right? To me, this stems back to the built versus bought thing, right? And to me, a build is anytime you take something in stock form and turn it not stock, right? So even though you didn't install it, to me, you still built that truck. It'd be the same as like, as throwing on a supercharger or building engine internals to me, right? Even if you're paying somebody to do it, as long as it wasn't like that from the factory, you've built that to how you see fit.
If you could call it something else besides a build, I feel like that's what it would be. But to me, a build is a little bit of what you said and a little bit of what I said. If you make something that's not stock into something that you want, which that's awesome.
Yep.
But you pay someone else to do it, you didn't touch a wrench the entire time, you kind of just bought that truck and you didn't actually build it. That's where I'm coming from it.
Sure.
But I respect anybody that doesn't keep anything stock. And that's the best part about it.
But yeah, I mean,
That's what we do.
We'd rather walk than ride stock, right? So, all right, that's fair.
Bonus question. AR-15 or AK-47?
I'm not a gun person. That's a terrible one for me.
Yeah, but you have to know what the AR-15 and the
I know what they
AK-47
both are.
All right, so
Not
which one are you picking?
anti-gun.
Which one are you picking?
I just never owned guns.
Which one are you picking? 3, 2, 1, knee-jerk reaction.
AK.
Why?
I don't know.
I'm going AR. The buildability of ARs is, for me, everything. They're very modular. They're super simple to put together. You can build them relatively cheaply. So, all right, guys. So that wraps up another episode of This or That. Remember, if you need wheels, tires, suspension, customoffsets.com. We'll catch you next time.